So how do you know if you're any good at creating content on platforms like TikTok or YouTube? Um, Most people will say, "Well, how many people pay attention to you? How big is your audience?" And I think there's some truth into that. I think a lot of people will start creating content with the expectations that you're just going to blow up right away, and you know, 999 times out of 1,000, that just isn't the case unless you have ad money to spend, unless you're a nepo baby, unless you're already famous. Like if you're, a random person like me, the odds of you blowing up and getting, you know, millions and millions of people to pay attention to you are slim to none. Unless you're like pretty and a girl. I don't even think pretty boys, I don't even think it matters. I think most people will quit because they don't necessarily have good taste, right? So like they'll create content and they don't know if it's any good or not. And the way that they gauge the quality of the content that they make is based on the momentum that they get going by building an audience, right? So if you get stuck, and it seems like nobody gives a shit about what you're saying, 9 people out of 10 will quit, right? I think the differentiator is whether or not you need money, right? Like if you're creating YouTube videos or TikTok videos because rent is due, it's probably not going to work out for you. If you have time, if you have a runway to sort of hone your craft and find a niche, and you really come to the conclusion that you're better than everybody else that is creating content within your specialty, I think over time you could monetize it. But then, you're at the mercy of, the people who own TikTok. Google owns YouTube. So, they could easily turn off the, creator rewards program whenever they want, right? Which is why I think a lot of these guys, create merch, but they still need an audience, and they're obviously not going to create their own app. Piece of wisdom. You're probably better than you think you are, even if you have a small audience. Like, for example, for me, and I'll conclude with this, like I know for a fact that I'm better at talking about sports than everybody that works at Barstool. I know that I'm better than pretty much 99% of other people that talk about sports, even if I only have 6 million followers. Bye.